Welcome back everybody to another episode of Zoo Tycoon 2 Marine Mania. In this episode we are continuing where we left off in episode 1, where we have our beluga whales as well as our water bats, aka manta rays. Now, you might be wondering, what the fuck is going on here? Between the two episodes I've been trying to fix up Glacier Mountain a little bit, and I want to make it a little bit more natural. So instead of having, tank walls, it's like an actual mountain with water inside of it, kind of like a volcano filled with ice. But anyways, I also created, I have to stop my, I want to create interesting content in between episodes, right? So I want to do like the big things in an episode. But the problem is that sometimes I have to stop myself. Like I started doing that, show tank, and I'm like, oh yeah, I should probably do an episode about that. What is this challenge? It always interrupts me at the worst times. So we can get 5k. They're looking for a baby animal with its mother and an enrichment object. Easy. This is the easiest photo challenge, one of the easiest ones actually, because we already have an animal with the mother. You can't see anything here, by the way, but they like it. Let's clean this water. And let's look for... The only enrichment object we have are the two clams. Oh! No. We have to wait a little bit. Can we have a ball? No. How can you not play with a ball? You're a dolphin, kind of. In the meantime, whilst we are waiting, let's open this up and then check enrichment need. Probably gonna be this one. I forgot to show you a couple of things. This is how a beluga whale looks like in real life. It's super scary, in my opinion. It's such a weird photo. Like, they always put these weird eyes on the whales, so they look kind of like that character from Flintstones. But I wanted to show you this video. They actually do the somersaults in real life to gather more food. That's really cool. But yeah, I don't think this is gonna be hard, because normally it's pretty... Oops. I think it's stuck, but maybe not. Going to breach, I don't know what that means. Is breaching the gathering of the zooplankton? Also, it's good that they don't actually need a kelp forest or anything like that to sleep. We did have a baby beluga whale born, and we got the 1.5 star actually. But the baby beluga whale, wow! But the baby beluga whale, I sent it to another zoo because they were paying good money for the baby, and I was like, the baby is not gonna mate, with the father or the mother, depending on what sex it is. So I might as well just send it, get a little bit of money. I laid out the plans for the polar bear exhibit as well as the walrus exhibit. That's gonna take ages, by the way, to get. Long time, very, very long time. Submerging. I'm disappointed that the beluga whales don't actually need a ball to play with, that they can kick around or something. Let's refresh that. Holy shit, they eat a lot. Beluga 2 is now pregnant again. It was actually a good thing to send off the baby because they actually start mating right after they... Not right after, but you know, when there are no children. In the meantime, you can start making the blue marlin exhibit. You can do the exact same thing where this side is going to be all glass. We're gonna put opaque tank wall this side. However, I'm not going to do a bridge over it this time. Is that it? I think that's it. And blue marlins, or really any pelagic type animals, are like big open waters. Which is not going to happen here, but it's okay. Blue marlins, actually the females are 4 times the size of the males. They are huge. And actually in this game, yeah, they eat squids, not just fish. Actually in this game, one thing I realized while doing the spreadsheet, no, I wasn't using the object. Can they? No, they cannot use the clam either. One thing I realized whilst doing the spreadsheet where I filled in different animal types was that actually in marine animals there is only one type of fish in the game, where basically everything is either a shark or a type of set, so it's a type of dolphin. Oh. Okay, it wasn't using the object. And the only fish in the game, the only bony fish in the game is the blue marlin. Sharks are not fishes, they are not bony fish. Because their bones are made out of different material than bone. It starts with a C, but the name escapes me. We're gonna make this exhibit look a little bit better later on. Let me extend it a little bit. It doesn't really matter at this point because we have space to do whatever we want, and then later on we can just like... It's really laggy when I do that. I hate that. And as you can see, pelagic animals don't really have any, you know, kelp, any rocks, no foliage plants. We unlocked some new ones. Trying to see in the meantime blue marlin. Not good. Wow, spazzing out. Yes, there are no plants and rocks available for the pelagic animals. Because pelagic means open sea. So the way it works in real life, the difference between pelagic and benthic Benthic doesn't mean that it's deeper than pelagic, because that's what I thought. I thought this was deep sea. What it actually means, it's the part of the ocean. Really, like benthic can be 1 meter depth, or it can be a couple of kilometers in depth. Oh wait, what? We got it. Nice. Thank God. 5k, nice. Paid for the blue marlins. So benthic doesn't mean a certain depth. It can be really anything from the shoreline to open sea. But benthic is it's the part of the sea where light doesn't penetrate. That's why it's so damn dark, right? And pelagic is just open sea. So generally speaking, most of the time, you're going to have... Oh fuck! I didn't realize this happened. Shit. I'm sorry, guests. I'm sorry. Oh my god, they're all stuck outside. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Not this one. Yeah. Wow. Dude, the guests that came into the zoo were like, oh yeah, I heard about this cool zoo. Fucking manta rays, beluga whales, they just added blue marlins, and then everybody's like, was there an earthquake or something? Anyways, so pelagic is open sea. Benthic is more of a sea where light doesn't penetrate. And generally speaking, I don't really know if, in general, actually, if from the shoreline until pelagic. So benthic comes first and then pelagic. But I'm not 100% on that. It's mainly about the light levels. So this is why, to imitate, we are probably not going to put any, rocks here. But it's not gonna be realistic. So what I'll do is I'll create a super large ditch to make it seem deeper, because these animals like deeper water. They love it. I'm gonna make a giant trench. That seafood is a bit retarded looking there, but it's okay. God, this is so loud. It's like sound effect. I have to stop every couple of seconds because it's just so unbearably loud. Let's actually raise it up a bit. Increase that to 100. And let's check how it looks, because I can see that it's a bit iffy. A bit rough on the edges. I can't believe the guests were trapped. And look, it's kind of cool, actually. It's very deep. This exhibit is deeper than my love for you, viewer. And if you can find it in your heart to press the like button and subscribe, I don't really care, to be honest. I just, I want, to be fair, like, I want people to view these videos, but it's more about, like, community. This word gets thrown about a lot, like community. Like, I want to create a YouTube community. I really want to, like, people like talk about shit, like talk about zoos and animals and whatnot. So this challenge is about easy. You have to take a picture of at least 4 people on this elevated path, and obviously this is the hardest challenge in the game, because nobody is going to go on this elevated path because people are stupid. So what we do is we cheat. Really, it's not cheating. Guests are just stupid. Like, if you went into a zoo, okay, let's everybody's going that way anyways. You're going to a zoo. Oh, cool, $20, blah blah blah. Would you go into the you would go like into the tunnel, but then after the tunnel you would be like, fuck yes, I can go on this cool like structure that looks super unsafe, and I'm probably going to fall into the water and then get eaten by just like giant water bats, aka manta rays. Oh, that's really dirty. Dude, we can replenish the zooplankton from here. How cool is that? This is why I love bridges, because you can do shit like that. This is cool, actually. Not gonna lie, this is pretty cool. What I'll even do, because I'm cute like that, is not like this would happen in real life, but because I love waterfalls. It looks retarded. It looks very stupid, actually. That looks so stupid. Like the rough edges, like what the hell, man. Like, what is this? What is this? I don't know what this is, but it's okay. Message. Nice. My sister just saw my message. Sister is actually on a vacation near the seaside, so I dedicate this episode to her. Let's go in here. Nothing yet. Oh yeah, most important part of this episode, we're only 16 minutes in, is that's what I remember to do. I actually didn't place this because I remember that you guys might like to see this. This is a show tank. I'm not sure if it's going to change color, but I'm not sure when. You place a show platform. The upkeep is huge. This is basically what this is an extreme donation box. Like that's what it actually is. This like whole tank and everything is an extreme donation box. Place it, becomes a tank. You place the I already placed the tank portal. I placed the tank portal already. And what you are going to do is you are going to create a show. You're gonna add that animal, and you can only add animals that are trained. So we only have Beluga 1. And this is so fucking cool, by the way, this whole thing. And then you can create acts. I'm going to create 2 acts because remember last episode when we trained our Beluga 1. I'm also gonna name them like something cool. We're just gonna do this. And sometimes you need multiple like train area, not train, but like show act areas. Let's call them act areas. Sometimes I think you can use the same one. And then that's it. Show 1 is starting soon, in 30 seconds. So the tank portal opens and the Beluga wheel is going to go up. Now the guests cannot view shit. So what we are going to do is actually, I started this already, but I wanted you guys to see it. It's a bit weird how elevated paths work in this game. So we are just going to. What you have to do is you cannot, for instance, it's not a bridge. It's technically not a bridge, so you cannot connect 2 mountains together. For instance, you know you cannot. You see how it has to be higher than this mountain. That's why it's annoying. So what I do is the trick is that you lower it a little bit and then it goes, you know, up and then down again. It's a bit weird like that. This is what we this is what I had to do when like this tunnel area in another game. I lowered it. It was like you went into the tunnel, like you went down, which is what we might actually do later on. I might lower this bit, so you have to like go down into the tunnel. So it's kind of cool like that. But for now, we're just going to. I paused the game, so it's fine. And I might be cute enough. Yeah, you know what? You're actually going to have the whole part to be the same size. And the guests can go up here. The only problem is it looks stupid when it's next to a tank wall. This is why I didn't do. This is why I didn't place the upgoing area next to the tank wall, because look how it like changes the edge. It's super bad. Not super bad. It doesn't do anything. It just looks stupid. So I'm actually going to do it right next to it. And I think this is, yeah, it looks like. Can people see? Yeah, they can. Because it's only a gap of 1 block. They can actually see into it. If it was 2 blocks, like if it was out here, I don't think they could see into the tank. We're going to do exactly that. I'm gonna leave these here, these poles. It looks nice. And we need some space for the ground stands. Did you like that accent that I put on to say that? A ground stand. Ooh. And then I'll make it 2. This looks like a sloppy fruit or something. This whole thing, but it's okay. We can work on it later. Not really sure what the upgraded and the small ones achieve, to be honest. I'll just put 1 here for now, 1 medium one. And you also need the donation box. They actually donate into a normal donation box. It's not like the Jeep tour or the Skyline, where they donate inside of the station. Okay. One thing I didn't do is connect it here, so okay. This requires concentration. This is really hard. Oh, okay. This is really. Sorry about the construction noises. Just imagine that I'm dying from killer bees. Just imagine it. It's okay. I'll understand. It's okay. I understand. You want me to get hurt? It's okay. Okay, this joke is not funny anymore. We can put a bench. Why not? You really should be putting benches everywhere. And because we connected the paths, remember, paths are the only thing that guests like are programmed to use. Guests are actually gonna start to run here because the show is starting. 30 seconds before a show starts, the portal door opens. The beluga whale gets like, I must go perform, and then the guests get, I must go watch the show. And I think they should be starting to head there. Maybe not this one, but maybe it's gonna be the next one. I don't know. Is it too far away? Okay, so this is a marine challenge. Okay, so they're giving us a free manatee. Oh, this is interesting. I've never seen this challenge. So a manatee is basically a sea cow. And very often in real life as well, like not just in Zoo Tycoon, but in real life, unfortunately they get injured. They have a couple of predators like sharks. I think crocodiles as well, but I'm not 100% on that. But what's more likely for them to happen is they get hit by small boats. You know, that go into the sea and the rivers. So that's what happened to this manatee. It got injured by a boat. And they would like us to care for the manatee, then release it into the wild after it fully recovers. We have to release it in 2 months. And if we do, we get a pilot whale into our zoo. Holy shit, that's insane. Oh, so many animal names are getting thrown around. I'm sorry, this might be a little bit confusing to you guys. But we're just gonna try to tackle the challenge. So we're gonna pause the game again. Interesting happenings. And we have to figure out where to put this manatee. It lives in the coastal area. We could actually put it next to the manta rays for now, whilst we figure out, because I really want to have all sorts of marine animals. We have to buy. I don't know why its biome need is not satisfied. We're gonna buy some seaweed. Where is it? Oh my god, I didn't see it. Now you have to heal it. You just press space. It's not like the disease healing minigame in the other game. I'm actually gonna move the kelp bed. So it can sleep a little bit. It's interesting how it needs a biome. For some reason the biome need is unsatisfied, even though this is a coastal. Remember that I said that manta rays can live in coastal, reef, or pelagic. Wow, that was so cool actually. They can live in all three biomes and they're gonna be fine. Let's refill these. Let's... oh wow. I'm doing a lot of somersaults. There we go, and let's refill the beluga whales. It's so many things to care for. This is around the time when I start to get our first zookeeper, just to be safe. People didn't go to the show. Another one is coming up soon. I might actually make it so that it's only... only every so often. Let's put in 2 breaks. I'm not sure what how long a break is, but yeah. Let's read about the manatee, and then we can read about the blue marlins afterwards. So, West Indian manatee. There are actually all sorts of manatees, and they belong to the animal group called sirens. And siren animals, there's only the West Indian manatee in this game that is a siren. But other animals, you might know manatees by their other names, you know, such as dugong or sea cow. But sea cows and dugongs are actually a little bit different species. So West Indian manatees are different from African or Amazonian manatees. Amazonian as in South American. There are 2 distinct species of West Indian manatees. So in that smaller group there's even, you know, 2 different groups. There is the Floridan and the Caribbean manatee. They can live up to 28 years in the wild. That was recorded. However, a captive manatee named Snooty lived to be 69 years old. So that's crazy. They can probably live up to like 70 years. It's interesting how the wild ones don't live as long. In water they are actually... is it dead? Going to eat seaweed. No, it's okay. In water they are actually quite agile. They look really, you know, comical and fat, kind of like the belugas, but they are really agile. Where they can do barrel rolls, they can somersault, and even swim upside down. So similar to elephants, when they are similar to elephants when they socialize. I think it's stuck. Yeah, it was. Sometimes animals get stuck. They are similar to elephants when it comes to socializing. They form herds when mating. And another interesting fact about the manatees is that they have these whiskers all around their bodies and mostly on their snouts. These whiskers are called vibracées, and they use it similar to, you know, cats, to have tactile sensoring, so they can sense, you know, what's around them in the water. Why can you not eat? Just doesn't want to eat. Eat. Going to eat seaweed. Eat it. Finally. Let's not forget to send it back to the wild, actually. And I'm not sure what it does for stimulation, but I think it will do it soon. That's not stimulating. In the meantime, whilst we're waiting for the Manati to get the stimulation needs sorted, and then we can send it back to the wild. Let's... Blue Marlin is pregnant, perfect. So what's interesting about the Blue Marlins is that... just 1 second... I love being underwater. So Blue Marlins are found in tropical and subtropical waters of the Atlantic Ocean. I wonder if they can be... and I think I tested it. I think I tested putting reef instead of pelagic into their enclosure. They didn't really mind it that much, but it didn't, you know, fully like it either. And actually, in real life, they are vulnerable, not low risk, because of overfishing. So it uses the bill, or otherwise known as sword part, little nose thing, to stun or even kill fish by knifing through them. It's actually one of the fastest fishes on the globe. They can swim up to 100 miles per hour. How crazy is that? As I already said, females are 4 times the size of the males, and the max recorded size of a blue marlin was 800 kilograms, which is 1800 pounds. And the length was 5 meters, so 16 feet. There's a lot of... it's really scary. There's a lot of water animals in this park that are like 5 meters. 5 to 7 meters, it seems like. Another name for blue marlin is Makaira, from Greek, which means short sword. You know what's interesting about this zoo? And it's connected to the blue marlin's name. It already gave birth. It was pregnant. It got pregnant a minute ago, and it gave birth. Hold that thought. Think about why the Greek name of blue marlin would be interesting in this zoo. Just think about it for a second. Let's talk about the mating of the blue marlin. When they... Oh, no, they gave... Sorry, it gave birth to eggs. When they give birth, they give birth to around 7 million eggs. It's quite a lot, right? And Ernest Hemingway, the not popular but like famous writer, wrote extensively about blue marlins because he was fishing for them in Cuba. So the reason why I said that blue marlin's Greek name, you know, Makaira, is interesting is because this zoo, where we are right now, is actually in Greece. Believe it or not. It is somewhere, I can't remember where. It's hard to see on the map. It's hard to come on, escape. It's hard to see on the map, but it's somewhere around either here or here. That's where we are. We're gonna have a big fat Greek zoo, and it's gonna be awesome. Yeah, blue marlins in this game, actually in Zoo Tycoon 2, are the species to get if you want to have a lot of breeding going on. I mean, from this, you know, we're gonna get 4 extra blue marlins, and we only started out with 2. and we only bought them recently. Let's check on the dugong. It needs a social need. Fuck. Did I fuck it up because it wasn't... shit. Yeah, I might need to buy a fucking actual blue marlin now. Just to battle the social need. So what we are going to do is, I'm going to do another exhibit here. Somehow the show was cancelled, but that's okay. I don't think anybody's going there yet. Let's do a little bit of a river going on. I am just obsessed with waterfalls, aren't I? Can put them there if we want to buy another one. What fuck, I hope it's not 2 stars. It's not. Oh, it's fine. It's socialized with the manta rays or something. So we got the challenge, I think. Hopefully. Nice, and we got a short-finned pilot whale. Pilot. I'm pronouncing it when I was a kid. And I didn't know how to pronounce stuff. Okay, so short-finned pilot whale lives in pelagic. And hopefully it's not going to eat the blue marlins, but I'm not 100% on that. But we have to put it somewhere. I can put it here. So it's natural. Can put some fish here and there. These are really interesting animals, and you might be recognizing what animal they are closely related to. Right. Let's put a little path. I can finish it off with a little marine path. This is like a really like this zoo is like very trashy, I think, like really like low effort, I feel like, but I like it because normally I put like, oh yeah, fences, and we have to do this, and this is like new. This is a breath of fresh air, my dudes. A breath of fresh air, if I've ever seen one, and I haven't seen one because it's air. These benches just don't suit, I think. This part. No. No. I think that's the best one though we can do. Let's unlock. Oh, we can unlock it yet. I want to unlock the little like umbrella benches, but for now it's okay. And the reason why these guys are a big deal is because they are 2 stars, and we don't even have 2 stars yet. Don't think anybody's coming up here for some reason. It's not because of this, is it? Don't think so. I'm actually super scared of everything, but mostly about not feeding our animals. Okay. Let's make sure that the zookeeper can get up here. So we do this. What is this? So they give us a free animal, but it's super expensive and it's probably not worth it. They might give us like a weird animal too. They might give us like something stupid. Like, I don't know, like a camel. And I don't want to make space for it here. This is very all over the place, but I like it because so much work. What is that guy saying? I can't see anymore. The only problem that we might run into is dirty water. The only way to automatically clean the water is to buy water filters that we haven't got unlocked yet. And you have to... There's an upkeep for them, which is super annoying because you need it for every single tank. $50 upkeep. And maintenance guys, you need maintenance guys to fix the water filters. So the water filters, by eliminating one annoying fact, you know, you don't have to clean your water anymore. You have to fix the water filter. It's a bit annoying like that. This is really cool. This is actually really cool though. Maybe they can't see for some reason. I don't know. I'll try to fix that by the next time. Maybe it's just because nobody comes around here. The blue marlins were born. That's nice. I'm gonna place this kid here. Actually, the show doesn't start yet, but I want to see if she can go back. Seems like she can. This looks super weird. But most of the times, if a guest couldn't walk through a path, you see that it's yellow. The path glows yellow. Yeah, this is fine. It's just too far away, I think, because most guests are just in the tunnel. They don't even go and eat. Or do they? I don't know. What is oh yeah, remember the gift card we placed like 4 years ago? Well, it's not turning up much profit. Actually, the lifetime profit is just non-existent. Can people go through there? Maybe this is why people couldn't go through. Like, I don't understand. Pretty sure. What the fuck was that, guys? Did you see that? They couldn't. Okay, so another short fin pilot whale quest. Nice. An animal to breed. Nice. And they pay so much if we do it. Oh my god. The mad lad is actually going to do it. That's fine. Oh my god. Hopefully we can breed basically whatever. This is the same quest that we had in episode 1 with the manta ray, where we only had one manta ray and then they give us an opposite sex and you have to breed it. If you cannot breed it, social need high. We are going to save. We might actually be able to make it pregnant right here because the social need of that animal is high. It's gonna go and mate soon, hopefully. Let's box it up for now, because I want this whale to be, you know, like, oh, I want to eat, I want to, you know, use the clam bubbler, and then she will be good to breed. Let's wash her too. We never had a good look at these guys. So they are really similar to the beluga whales. You might notice the difference is that they're completely black, whereas the beluga whales are completely white. And also they have a dorsal fin on the back, on their backs. It's because they prefer the open ocean, I guess, and a dorsal fin maybe would get in the way of a beluga whale when it's swimming around ice or something. I don't know, maybe polar bears or something. So that's fine. Let's release it. So the other whale's social is actually really high too. They're playing chasing. That's not good, because that means that they're not going to socialize yet, but maybe. And the interesting fact is that males are much bigger than females. In fact, my boys and girls, so males are much larger than females. They are around 5.5 meters, which is 18 feet. And from 1,000 to 3,000 kilograms, so 2,200 to 6,600 pounds. The females, so the males are 5.5 and 18 feet. Females are only 3.7 to 12 feet. 3.7 meters, which is 12 feet. Much smaller. There exists long-finned pilot whales, believe it or not. That's why these are called short-finned, obviously. There's a couple of differences between the fins. They also have different amount of teeth from the long-fin pilot whales. So anyways, short-fin pilot whales live up to 45 years. But only the males. The females can actually live much longer. So males live up to 45 years, females live up to 60 years. And females go through menopause. Interesting, right? So there's a time in their lives when they cannot breathe anymore. They are very social animals, usually in groups of 10 to 30 whales in a female-based society. Males are polygynous, meaning they mate with multiple females in their lives. Each pod, so each group, is usually one male per 8 females. Later in life, they are seen with scars on their bodies because they eat squids. Female short-finned pilot whales are often seen caring or nurturing not their own children. So they care for other pilot whales' children as well. They prefer deep water and feed at around 300 meters or 980 feet below surface level. And they're actually known as cheetahs of the deep for their speed of pursuit of squids and, you know, other animals they hunt, fishes. They're really, really fast. Fast swimmers. Honestly, a better cheetah of the deep would be the blue marlins. Blue marlins can speed up to 100 miles per hour. That's insane. The keeper cannot reach this food. Unfortunately, they did not mate. I'm not going to like save scum and then go back and then maybe they mate, because I think they're going to be mating soon anyways. Let's refresh this. I just want the zookeeper, the safety net. Why are you... Okay, so now people... Oh, okay, so because people were stuck, for some reason that Paul made people be stuck under here. Look, there's nobody here now. When people got, you know, hungry or they wanted to use the bathroom or whatever, they went home. And now people are like, oh yeah, like, toilet, why, this zoo sucks, you know, no toilet. How many people there are and actually moving around and shit. What a weird bug. I've never seen that happen. But now it looks stupid because there's no pole. What is that guy's name from Fast and Furious? That's better. A little bit better. That's fine. Paul something. Let's replenish this. I wonder if people actually go to the shows now. No. Oh, nice. So this is how you get the tank light. This tank light we are going to be using for... you know what? We can put it here. There's no upkeep. People can see better. You see? That's the problem here. Trash. People throwing trash around. Much easier to see now. Much better. Let's clean this up. Let me check the recording time because it's super late. It's 50 minutes. We can end the episode soon. Oh, we got a lot of stuff done, I think. We got the blue marlins, right? Got some short-finned pilot whales. We got some manatees for a while. It's really cool. Finished up this section so the guests can actually reach. Oh shit! Okay, so it is broken. For some reason, she cannot. She gets stuck there, but why there? Let's do this again. So why is it 2? Fuck. Fucked it up. What I want to see for myself, because I tested this, look. You connect them. So normally you would need at least 2 down or up for it to connect to the ground. But what you can do is connect them, you know, manually. Using the terrain tool. Delete it. Reverse, and then it's done. I don't know if guests can get through this. Let's test it. Let's give a test subject. People are actually running for the show. So now it's done. This is how it should have been the first time with the show. And in the meantime, let's finish off the episode by training the other beluga whale. The female one in the meantime. And then I'm gonna select different show tricks. Because if you combine the different show tricks, you're gonna have a higher quality show and then people are gonna donate more. Let's do the ball one, because I like the ball tricks. If you know what I mean. It's gonna be really easy at the beginning. A bit laggy for some reason. 99% easy. As I said in the last episode, each time, so you wanna teach your animal a trick. Let's give it a fish. We have to fill out these 5 circles, and the better you do, the more progress you get on it. So we got 90%. That's like 1.5 square, not squares, you know, circles. And each time, it's the same trick. It's a bit harder, but you know, each time it's the same trick because it's like poetry, so it rhymes. But it gets harder. God, that sucked. I almost fucked it up because of that stupid, like, George Lucas joke. I like this ball trick. It should be higher than like 2 or 3 stars, honestly. I think it's 2.5 stars. Should be like a 5-star trick. Yeah, 2.5. This is 2.5, and then the fucking splash. Okay, that's 2 stars only. That's fine. Whatever. Squirt is so cool though. Dude, I love when whales squirt. Except in the bed. Shit, shit, shit. Fuck. You cannot see underwater is the problem. Yeah, like whatever, like yeah, shit show, blah blah blah. You guests get like disappointed when you get red. Well, not the guests, because this is not actually like people don't actually watch us here. It's like it's just a voice file they edit to make it seem like cooler for some reason. Fuck off. I'm actually getting mad. But I can't. It's so fast and you cannot see anything. I think one more and it's gonna be okay though, even if we mess it up. can't see it. I think it's done though. Sorry, my spacebar is like louder than 5 rocket ships going off. But what can you do? Perfect. So yeah, if you enjoyed the episode, please press the like button. It helps me out a great deal. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next episode where we are going to continue training animals, getting new ones. Maybe again, I want to make a turtle island and get the short fin pilot whales their final place. So thank you for watching. Bye bye.